In this video we're going to look at simultaneous equations, and we need to start by first of all understanding what an equation is. The equation here, 2y equals 30, is when something is equal to something else. So 2y equals 30, y equals 15. And that is called a linear equation. It's on a single line. And in order to understand simultaneous equations, you must understand linear equations first. So if you don't understand linear equations, you need to learn that, look at videos on that prior to looking at this video. But if you do understand linear equations, you will then be able to move on to simultaneous equations. So in this linear equation, 2y equals 30, and in order to find y, of course, we move 2 over to the other side under the 30, and then we see y equals 30 divided by 2, which is 15. So in terms of a simultaneous equation, the reason why we need those is that sometimes we're not able to work out from a linear equation what the value is. For example, if we have here 12x plus 2y, we cannot work out the value of x and y in that case. And in order to work it out, in this course, there are a number of methods that we use in order to work out what the value of x and y is in this situation. And it requires us to have two equations together, and two linear equations together we can use to work out those values, and that is called a simultaneous equation. So let's take this example here. So if we have 12x plus 2y equals 30, and 8x plus 2y equals 22, we are now able to work out the value of x and y. And one of the approaches that we use is called the elimination method. And the elimination method works on the principle of adding two equations together and then eliminating one of the values. And there are a number of different variants, but the simplest one is when there is a common value in the two equations already, which we have here, and that both of the values are positive. So in that case, what we can do is we can just subtract one of these equations from the other. And when we do that, 12x minus 8x equals 4x, and 2y minus 2y is nothing. And that is equal to 30 minus 22, which is 8. So in this case, we can see that 4x equals 8, therefore x equals 8 divided by 4, and x equals 2. And that is the simplest form of a simultaneous equation. But we will need to move on to look at what happens if the second value is equivalent but negative, what to do if both values are negative. There are a number of variants. We're going to look at all of those in subsequent videos.